Hi, readers. I hope you've met a lot of good books. I've been enjoying seeing what you've been writing about them. I wanted to show you I have now posted our February novel response. And our novel responses, we're going to try something a little bit different. You're still going to do your amazing thinking and share your amazing thinking. You can, of course, do whatever line of thinking makes the most sense for your book. But I just want to remind you that we also have some other thinking strategies that you maybe want to go back to and look again or try out on the book you're reading. We had talked about tracking a character, analyzing authors' craft in graphic and prose novels, getting curious with books, and our January response gave a little lesson on contrasts and contradictions. Well, this month, I want you to continue with whatever line of thinking makes the most sense for your book and shows your best thinking. And I also wanted to add ways to push the thinking of your fellow readers. So our novel responses is going to look a little different. It is a discussion post, kind of like your 3-2-1 reflection. And in this discussion, you're going to post your novel response just like you did before. Please, please, please go back to those previous novel responses if you are worried about or need an idea of what you can talk about. After you post, you're going to add at least 2 comments to other readers. You're going to think about, like, what are your thoughts? What are your questions? What are some ideas to push their thinking? This could sound like, I noticed that in my book too. Let me explain. My book has a similar topic, but a slightly different theme. Let me explain. It could be something like, my book also talks about friendship, but instead of focusing on maintaining old friendships, it talks about the importance of getting new friendships. You could also write something like, why does that idea feel important to the whole book? What passage or line is most important to this idea? Why is it significant? Think of ways that you can get them to think more deeply about what they're reading. You can also check someone's comments to you and add any additional thoughts you have. You can always, one of the goals of pushing each other's thinking is to also push our own thinking. So you're welcome to add to your own response. And bonus, make additional comments to make sure that each classmate has at least 2 comments on their post. And finally, you're going to go back and do a reflection. So there's actually 3 steps to this, so you might not be able to do it all at once. You're going to go back to your original post and read the comments. If your post doesn't have comments on it, that's okay. Read some of the comments on other posts and see what you can learn about your own thinking. Then write a comment on your original post reflecting on what you have learned or how you might proceed with your reading in the future. There is a rubric down here that you can look at to see how your response will be graded. The ideas and evidence are the same ones that we've been using for the novel responses thus far, drawing connections over a series of ideas and analyzing those over the course of the text, and then citing relevant evidence to support your thinking. And then the comments, you're going to earn 4 points for commenting on 2 peers' posts, sharing your thoughts, perspectives, and asking questions. And finally, you're going to get 4 points for the reflection at the end of all of this. And your reflection should show like your thinking and explain how your thoughts maybe have changed or grown or what you have learned from your classmates. Bonus is to include your classmates' names. I really appreciated what Nick said about blank because the last thing that I want to make sure I show you is you can do your reply. You can just click reply here. You can type your response here if you want to. You can just type it in. You can also, if you wanted to type it on a Google Doc or a slideshow, you can go to the Google sign here and you can add, I can't do it while I'm pretending to be a student, but you can use this to add a Google document. If you are doing a podcast or something else, you can actually just link it here. You can also, there are some other tools here. You can upload images if you took pictures. You can record yourself right here and put that on there. So maybe take a minute to play around with the little tools. When you're done, you can post the reply. By the way, if you don't like your reply after you posted it, you can click on the 3 little dots and you can edit it, or you can delete it and try again. You can also reply, and if there's posts that you really like but you don't quite know what to say, be sure and give them a like. All right, readers, I hope you enjoy reading this month. Push your partners reading, give them some good feedback. If you have a live person to talk to, too, please talk to each other about your books. That's how you're going to raise the level of your thinking. I look forward to your posts. Bye.